Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. Terima kasih kepada saudara hadir mesyuarat Majlis Pimpinan Pakatan Rakyat malam ini mengambil masa untuk membincang isu semasa yang berbangkit, dan kami telah bermuafakat dengan ini meluluskan satu kenyataan bersama yang saya akan bacakan sepenuhnya. Saya bagi peluang Rais punya TV dekat sikit. Okey. Okey. Kita tarik RTM dia dekat. Yang itu untuk rekod masa depan penting. Okey. Kenyataan bersama Majlis Pimpinan Pakatan Rakyat 28 September 2011. Mesyuarat Pakatan Rakyat malam ini memperakui dan mempertahankan dasar-dasar bersama yang telah dipersetujui sebelum ini, seperti mana yang terkandung dalam Perlembagaan Persekutuan, Dasar Bersama dan Buku Jingga. Pakatan Rakyat terus memperteguhkan iltizam politik bagi mempertingkatkan daya saing ekonomi, pendapatan rakyat, mutu pendidikan, kesihatan dan menangani kos kehidupan yang semakin menekan. Mesyuarat juga memperakui dan menghormati perbezaan ideologi setiap parti dalam Pakatan Rakyat sebagai sebuah permuafakatan demokratik, termasuk pendirian PAS berkenaan hukum syariah. Mesyuarat juga memperakui kewujudan enactment Jenayah Syariah 2 Kelantan 1993 dan enactment Jenayah Syariah Terengganu 2003, yakni sebelum wujudnya muafakat Pakatan Rakyat. Keadilan dan PAS menghormati perbezaan pendirian oleh DAP dalam perkara ini. Mesyuarat Pakatan Rakyat juga mempertegaskan bahawa kami tidak akan terheret dengan mainan politik terdesak UMNO Barisan Nasional untuk memecah belahkan kesatuan Pakatan Rakyat. Kita percaya penuh di atas kematangan dan kebijaksanaan rakyat untuk menilai suasana ini. Mesyuarat sekali lagi mempertegaskan bahawa muafakat dan objektif utama politik parti-parti komponen Pakatan Rakyat dalam pilihan raya umum ke-13 ini adalah untuk membina kembali asas-asas kenegaraan yang telah dirosakkan oleh UMNO Barisan Nasional dengan berpandukan prinsip keadilan sejagat, pentadbiran yang baik, good governance, kebertanggungjawaban, accountability, ketelusan, kekompetensi bagi mencapai kemaslahatan umum untuk semua rakyat. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sekian, tak ada soalan. Dah tengah malam, kita balik.
Somehow, what is the point of reconciliation between DAP's stand and the standby pass about the formation of Islamic State in Hudud? What exactly is the compromise that you reached? Because Mr. Karpal was actually saying very strongly that the party will leave the coalition. And from the little bit of Malay that I understand, you have not really given a concrete idea as to where is the point of reconciliation or compromise in this case.
My other colleagues can add on. There's no reference here at all on the issue of this formation of the Islamic State. The only reference is to all enactments of 93 in Kelantan and 2003 in Terengganu. And we recognize the differences here. And we also reiterate the point that it must be subjected to the spirit of consensus and the spirit of the federal constitution. There's no compromise on that.
So from tomorrow will PAS say that yes, we will not implement Hudud because it is not the aspiration of the coalition as a whole?
If you read the text, let me clarify here that both enactments are already there, but there is a reference, the need to refer it to the Pakatan Rakyat because it involves federal constitution amendment.
So you're saying
it's not an issue. I mean, the state government representative is here, Datuk Taqiyuddin, who explained the Kelantan position and the requirement to be enforced only after the amendment of the federal constitution. So as it stands, the matter is not relevant. I mean, your question.
So, yes, it is pending the alteration of the constitution, which needs 2/3 of parliamentarians to actually amend the constitution. But you're saying that
which could
for now, PAS still wants the aspiration of Hudud bypass is still there, but it is subject to consensus.
Which requires
and the amendment of the constitution.
Which requires Pakatan Rakyat consensus and the amendment of the constitution. And the AP position is that they are not supportive of that particular proposal.
Okay.
All right, it's very clear. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Just to clarify, it means that Pakatan cannot go ahead with the Hudud because AP does not want it to go ahead.
Pakatan respects the past initiative and aspirations, but we have to reach a consensus. We have to amend the federal constitution.
Today you have not reached a consensus.
As it stands, it's quite clear. I mean that DAP is opposed to that, and Keadilan and PAS respect that decision.
Yeah.
So it's actually a hanging decision.
Sorry.
So what will prevent PAS from bringing this up again in the future?
Why must we deny PAS to articulate a position or discuss? This is a democratic process. This is not an UMNO control Pakatan Rakyat. We respect the right of people to present the case, ask questions, raise the matter. But then the spirit of consensus is there. I mean, to deny PAS to articulate a position is certainly not fair. Kita tidak boleh menafikan hak mana-mana, PAS atau DAP atau Keadilan, untuk mengemukakan apa juga pandangan. Dan dalam kes undang-undang syariah, kita tidak boleh menghalang PAS dari mengemukakan pandangan dalam mesyuarat atau di luar mesyuarat. Sebab itu pendirian kita jelas, menghormati hak dan aspirasi PAS. Cuma dia terikat dengan apa yang kita sebut dasar bersama, semangat perlembagaan dan buku jingga.
Sir, you just brought up the term democratic process. Why did you issue a gag order? 2 weeks ago there was a gag order prohibiting your people from talking about the seat deadlock, about the seat allocation, and again there was a
It's not a serious gag order, you know, everybody expressed their view. The issue is so that the statements made is consistent with the position of the party and in the spirit of Pakatan Rakyat. That's all.
So what you're saying is these are just views, nothing concrete.
No, it's concrete. The enactment is there, 2003. This has been, clear proposal by PAS in Kelantan and PAS in Terengganu at that particular time. We have to take cognizance. We have to study the legislation. We take it very seriously. Even DAP in their decision to reject or oppose, they did study, they take into cognizance and respect past position on this. They just don't just dismiss without even reading or studying, as UMNO leaders have done.
Is it possible to ask Mr.
Can I just clarify what you do by consensus?
No, I think
that
that
all three parties must agree to
clear enough lah.
Yeah, that's what.
Yeah, consensus to clear. Consensus, federal constitution, consensus bersama dan and the orange book. Yeah, dasar bersama, that's right. Okay.
Does that mean that Pakatan Rakyat support implementation of Hudud in Kelantan and Terengganu?
No, we make very clear. We support their aspirations. We support the respect. I'm sorry. We respect their right to articulate and take the initiative. But our position is clear. We certainly now is not the policy of Pakatan Rakyat, and the DAP's objection has to be respected and considered, and therefore we make it quite clear. The position is quite clear.
Okay.
Very clear.
This position be revised in the future?
It's always a dynamic thing in politics.
We can always discuss that in the next meetings. There's nothing stopping us from discussing. Why must we? I mean, I have difficulty in appreciating or some of the concerns raised. Why this cannot be discussed? Why the strong abhorrence of prejudice without understanding aspects of the legislation? So let them discuss. And I think Tugu Hadi Awang and Datuk Taqiyuddin representing Kelantan did explain aspects, and some of us, including myself, aspects of Islamic law that need to be understood, not as part of the incessant negative Islamophobic propaganda by the UMNO media, which is clear, blatant insult to the aspects of Islamic law. We don't share that view.
Tapi Datuk Seri, benda ni perkara pertama kali ditimulkan oleh Tok Guru Ni Aziz. Dia beri pendapat dia, tapi adakah Tok Guru pernah dijelaskan mengenai keputusan bersama ni, atau
Tok Guru Ni Abdul Aziz, kita hormati pendirian dia, kita dengar, saya sendiri ada hubungi dia, Tok Guru Hadi Awang dan pimpinan PAS pun hubungi dengan dia. Kemudian dia hantar Datuk Taqiyuddin mewakili Kerajaan Negeri Kelantan untuk membantu menjelaskan. Dia Datuk Taqiyuddin pun ada. Terima kasih, selamat malam dan tidur lena.